Hello student, I am Prachi. In the last lecture, we see the practical number 1 and 2. This is the practical number 1 and also the aim of practical 3. So today I am going to give the information about practical number 3, 4 and 5. So this is the practical number 1. This is the result of practical number 1. This is the second, and this is the practical number 3. We see the result in the last lecture. We see the aim in the last lecture of practical number 3. So aim is that perform the direct load test on the three-phase squirrel cage induction motor and plot the efficiency versus output. uh, Second is power factor versus output. Third is power factor versus motor current, and fourth is torque slip speed characteristics. So for this practical, apparatus are three-phase squirrel cage induction motor, DC shunt generator, tachometer, AC voltmeter, 0 to 10 ampere and 0 to 600 volt. AC ammeter, 0 to 10 ampere, and DC ammeter is 0 to 10 ampere. Wattmeter is 500 volt, watt and 10 ampere. Three-phase auto transformer, rheostat, connecting wires, and multimeter. So these are the apparatus for this experiment. So this is the circuit diagram. There is first of all the three phase 440 volt 50 hertz AC supply, then ICTP switch. That is the iron clad triple pole switch. Then inputs outputs, wattmeter, voltmeter. On there is a star connected stator and rotor, and then the rotor, and DC shunt generator. So this is the observation table. This observation table we write after performing the experiment. So this is the power factor versus motor. This is the efficiency versus output. Power output on the x-axis and efficiency on the y-axis. This graph we plot on the observation table. So when you perform your experiment, then you plot this graph. First graph is based on the efficiency versus output, and second graph is power factor versus output. Means power factor, output is on x-axis, and factor is on x-axis, and output is on y-axis. So this is the graph, and this is the third graph. That is the power factor versus motor current. Power factor is on y-axis and motor current is on x-axis. So this is the third graph plotted by the our observation table. So procedure is that first make the connection as per circuit diagram. मीन्स हमें कनेक्शन करना है जैसे हमारे सर्किट डायग्राम है. सेकेंड इज स्विच ऑन ICTP switch, keeping our transformer at 0 position. Third is increase the excitation with the help of the rheostat till the voltmeter shows rated voltage. Increase the load on generator gradually. Fifth is note down the ammeter, voltmeter and wattmeter reading properly. Sixth is note down the ammeter, voltmeter reading properly. Seventh is increase the load and take 5 to 6 readings properly. Eighth is switch off the lamp load. Ninth is bring the thermostat to 0 position slowly. 10th is switch off the supply and plot the graph as given the experiment. Do the sample calculation for each parameter. So these are the procedure. Then last is the result. What is the result? Thus by performing this experiment, the performance of three phase induction motor is observed. Means इस experiment से हमने क्या देखा कि performance देखा three phase induction motor का. So this is the all about the practical number third of AC motor, industrial AC motor. So these are the this is the practical number 4. First of above this, the calculation of practical number third is that इनपुट ऑफ मोटर दैट इज़ दी मतलब हमें कैलकुलेशन कैसे करने वो अब देखेंगे हम. इनपुट ऑफ मोटर दैट इज़ दी W इज इक्वल्स टू W1 प्लस W2. Then power generator by generator VL into IG, and then the output of motor, then percentage of motor, percentage of sleep, percent efficiency, then percentage of sleep, then power factor. So जैसे आपकी रीडिंग आए है वैसे आप नोट डाउन कीजिए और फिर कैलकुलेशन कीजिए. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम टोटल पावर कैलकुलेट करते तो W1 प्लस W2 दैट इज़ दी 1120 watt, and then the power into input that is the VL into IG, and then the power output that is VL into IG upon power factor. So next is efficiency, power output upon input into 100. All know how we calculate the efficiency. It is very simple, and always it remember efficiency is calculated by the output upon input. So next is the percentage of sleep, means ns minus nr upon ns. Then the that is the speed of stator, and the nr means speed of rotor. So the power factor p1 upon root 3 v into il. So all know how to calculate this calculation. We are write once time, but calculations write in the table 4 times to calculate these values, means different values gives and calculate it. So this is the calculation of this, and the last is conclusion. So what is the conclusion? How what I conclude from this practical? So we conclude that it is observed from the graph of output power and efficiency of the motor that efficiency increase in output power reaches maximum and start decreasing with further in output power. Second is, it is observed from the graph of output power and line current that line current increases with increasing load and output power. Third is, it is observed from the graph of output power and line current that line current increases with increasing output power. It is observed from the graph of output power and power factor that is improves with increasing load of the motor and output power. So this is the conclusion. Then next is the precautions. These are same for all practicals. First is make the connection tight. Take the reading carefully and don't touch any live wire. But these precautions are very important to write down in this practical. So today thank you. In the next lecture we see the practical number 4 and 5. In practical number 4 there are two part A and part B.